In this video, I want to talk about the fear of missing out. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you don't miss an upload from me. There was a story shared recently online about a guy who'd spent $16,000 backing over 150 games on Kickstarter and how he now regretted all of it. The reason he gave for backing all of these games was the fear of missing out. Now, this is a big thing on Kickstarter. The fear of missing out on a great game that everyone's talking about online, the next big thing, and not being able to get it at release. Or the fear of missing out on all of those Kickstarter exclusives and having to sit back and watch online as everybody shares their shiny new things. Now, unfortunately, the fear of missing out is not just a Kickstarter illness. Just look at how Games Workshop have released some of their games. We take recently Shadow War Armageddon, a much hyped release with new scenery, a rulebook that was only available in the box set, and a limited supply. The fact that this was followed up with the same scenery releases available as individual kits, and an updated rulebook which saw more information than was available in the box set didn't stop this from selling out. The fear of missing out was strong with this one. Shadow War Armageddon now is hardly mentioned, certainly in my gaming circles anyway. Everything from Blood Bowl pitchers and Blood Bowl dice to limited releases of games like Space Hulk and Dreadfleet have meant that the hype train is always in overdrive with Games Workshop. Lots of people, me included, have bought these games for the fear of missing out, only to find that months and sometimes years later, they're still sitting on my shelf unplayed. It's not just linked to limited release items either. There's a real sense that if you don't get something at launch day, then you're missing out and you're late to the party. I got swept up in this for the release of Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. I bought the starter set, the indexes, the command dice, the command cards, and all for what? Most of it's still in the box and I still haven't played my first game of 40k yet. Now there's other reasons why this happened for me, however the fact remains is I still felt that if I didn't get in on launch day, the 40k party boat would have sailed into the sunset without me aboard. Again, this isn't just linked to tabletop games either. Games like Call of Duty and FIFA also have that launch day mentality. With Call of Duty, if you don't get involved from launch day, everyone playing online levels up really quickly, they get much more powerful weapons, and if you come on board a few months later, you're pretty much behind the curve, and playing online becomes a very difficult thing. FIFA has a very similar situation with its Ultimate Team system. If you don't get in the early days, you're behind the curve and you're playing catch up. We have Apple and Samsung launching new smartphones on a regular basis. And there's always a crowd of early adopters who can't wait to pick up the latest handset, no matter whether the upgrades justify the price. Now, there is a solution to this, and I promise you it will absolutely blow your socks off. Now wait for it. The solution is, don't buy into the hype. Unless you're a lottery winning millionaire, you probably don't have the time and the money to buy and play all of the latest things. People tend to fall into one of two camps. They either have plenty of disposable income to buy all of the latest things, but they're not very much free time to be able to play them, or they have lots of free time on their hands, but not so much cash spare at the end of the month to be able to buy everything. We live in an age now where social media drives everyone to share pretty much everything about their lives. We have instant access to information about the latest games coming out. Online shopping allows us to buy things at a discount and not even have to leave the comfort of our home to get them. And then we see online everyone's opinion about the latest games, and this just fuels our need to be part of that gang. We feel like we've missed out somehow if we're not part of that community. Now, in days gone by, miniature games weren't really advertised. You played what your friends played, and you didn't worry about the latest hotness, because let's be honest, you probably didn't even know it existed. We're in an age now of people needing to have everything. However, all we end up with is empty pockets and shelves full of games we never play. So next time you see that latest release and you think, I've got to have it, just think about it. Do you really need it? Will you have time to play it? Are your gamer friends going to be playing it? Will it mean taking time away from something else that you currently really enjoy doing? Don't forget, if you do miss out, the chances are there'll always be someone who sells it on. Maybe the game just wasn't as great as anticipated, or maybe they overspent because of fear of missing out and now they need to recoup some of that cash that they've spent. There are very few instances where you truly will miss out. And don't forget, there's bound to be something else coming along very soon that you just can't miss out on. Just remember, if a game is good enough, the chances are it won't sell out forever. No company really catches lightning in a bottle and then refuses to make more money from it, do they? Just look at how many times Space Hulk has come back for a reprint. Just look at Blood Bowl and Necromunda back again for us all to buy. If you're not 100% sure that you need it, the chances are you probably don't. Before you know it, you too have spent $16,000 on games and you're sitting there regretting it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.